Hi, welcome to Copenhagen. Thanks for dropping in. Hope everybody is doing well. Today I am having a first look at Wild Spirit from Diamond Art Club. When I do these unboxing videos, I am always aware of people who may be new to diamond painting. Maybe they're just thinking about trying diamond painting. Maybe they've been diamond painting for a bit of time, but they have never tried Diamond Art Club. So today I'll go through everything, including the packaging, everything to do with Diamond Art Club. For the people who are used to seeing Diamond Art Club unboxings, I have put chapters so you can skip to the sections you want to see. I would imagine the experienced diamond painters will probably skip well into this video because they've seen all this stuff before. So the video tries to cover for beginners as well. So because of that, it's in chapters, and if you go to the description, you can go to whichever section you're interested in. I would say that I will have a section in this video called The Artist. I think it's worth a look at that section. So anyway, for people who are totally new, as I said, maybe you've bought diamond paintings from different companies and you've heard about Diamond Art Club and you don't know really what the fuss is about. This is what you will receive. If you place an order, your diamond painting will come in a box like this. It won't come wrapped up in a grey plastic bag. It actually comes like this. So we have the branded box, Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle. We have the website, diamondartclub.com, and at Diamond Art Club on Instagram and Diamond Art Club on Facebook. So the box is pretty sturdy, but the actual diamond painting comes in a box inside this box. So once you open the box, you will find a kit like this. So this is the newly designed box. It's been going for a little while now, but you will get the graphic, a rendering of the diamond painting is printed on the box like this, and it wraps around, so it goes around the sides as well. And if we slide this up, you will see you also get a large detailed thumbnail. If we go further down, you get the title and the artist and the size. So this is Wild Spirit by Catriona Crehan, and the size is 31 inches by 22 inches, 78.7 centimeters by 55.6. Again, Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle. DIY Diamond Art Kit, round. So the drills in this kit are round. If it had been square, this would be a square and the background would be a pale blue. So you can tell if you see the box at a glance, if it's pink, it's round, if it's blue, it's square. So it comes down to the bottom and all inclusive, see back for contents. So we'll flip it over. And here we have, again, Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle. How it works, so we have 6 thumbnails for people who are new to diamond painting, explaining the basic step-by-step instructions. Kit contents, so we'll actually go through all of this, so I won't bother reading it out. And then further down, warning, choking hazard. Keep out of the reach of small children. You don't want them accidentally swallowing the drills. And that's pretty much it. The other thing though that has changed with the new box, and I'm not sure how I'm going to fit this in. We'll give it a try. There we go. On the end, at the bottom of the box, we now have a thumbnail with the title and the artist and the size. So if you have a few kits and you have them stacked up in a rack or something, or just standing up in the bedroom, you will be able to look at the end of the box and you will be able to see a thumbnail of the picture, the title, the artist and the size. This is something new. The old boxes didn't have that. They had the thumbnail on the front like that, but if you've got boxes stacked, you can't see the picture, so you would have to pull a box out to see what it was. So just a tiny little difference, but I think it is a really good idea. I don't know if any other companies are doing it yet, but I really like that idea. It's nice to see that they're thinking about things to make life easier for people who diamond paint. So the box is sealed in cellophane to stop any dust or anything getting inside. And I noticed this one's got a little hole punched, which might make it easier for me to open it. I don't really want to scratch it, maybe I won't do that, because the boxes are really nice, so I don't want to damage it. So we'll go for the old technique and just cut down a bit. Should be enough. Sometimes this works better than others. Let's see how this goes. I think this is going to work okay. So we'll take the cellophane off, and then we will open up the top of the box. And this is also a new design. So we have Do What Makes You Sparkle, and then we have a little recess there that you can put your finger in, and you can pull the box out. So we've had the outer box, the inner box, and then the inner box. So this is actually an inner box with no top on it. This is a very strong box. So very well packaged. It isn't just rolled up and put in a plastic bag. It is very well packaged. So when you open up, the kit will look like this, and we have the toolkit on top. We have a little thank you card. Then underneath that we have the canvas. So the first thing I think we'll look at is the thank you card. So I'll take that out, put the box to the side. So we'll have a look at this. So again, Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle. Thank you for your purchase. So we get this nice little graphic, very shiny diamond. If we flip it over, we've got join our Facebook group. So we have a QR code that you can scan. It will take you to the Facebook group. It is a VIP Facebook group, which means only people who have purchased diamond paintings from Diamond Art Club can join. If you go there, I think we are close to 38,000 members. So a lot of diamond painters in there. You will see lots of pictures of diamond painting. You will see diamond paintings that people have completed, diamond paintings that people are working on. People will be talking about kits that they would like, or their favourite kits and that sort of thing. Very social group. If you are new to diamond painting and you have any questions about diamond painting, drop in, ask your question. You will always get an answer. Everybody is very keen to help other people. So it's a very sociable group. It's run very well. So it's just a nice place to browse and have a look at what everybody else is working on. Then we have the socials, all the socials at Diamond Art Club. And then if we open it up, we get another QR code. If you scan this, you will download the app, Diamond Art Club app, and you will get a 20% discount off your first purchase through the app. So if you download the app and make a purchase, you will get a 20% discount. It only applies for the first time you buy, but still 20% is a really nice saving from a Diamond Art Club kit. And if we look on this side, tips and tricks. A few tips and tricks for people who are just starting out with diamond painting. And then if we open this side up, we get kit contents again. and as I said, we'll be going through all of that. If I take this aside, we get the 6 steps on how to diamond paint. So that is the little thank you envelope. It's made of card, it's not paper, so there's a bit of strength to it. Inside that little envelope was this. So you can see it says Wild Spirit, Catriona, Crehan. And these are actually pre-cut labels. So if you have a logbook, and some people have physical books that they keep the details of their kits, you can actually peel this off and stick it on your page. So you've got the headline, you don't have to handwrite it, you get a nice little label to stick. And then if you open it up, this is actually the key, or the legend as a lot of people call it, and we get a nice big thumbnail. So you can really see what the artwork is like. At the top of this, it's got start date and end date. I would recommend that you do keep a note of that, when you started it, when you finished it, because as soon as people see it, the first thing they normally ask is how long did that take. So it's a good idea to keep a note, just so you can say I started it on this date and I finished it on that date. And then it says here diamond colours 57, diamond shape round, canvas size, and again this is pre-cut, so you can take it out, and the same with the actual picture, and use them in your logbook. So if we go back to the inside, here we have all of the drill colours. So the number is simply how many different colours there are. So it starts at 1, goes to 57. So we have 57 different colours in this diamond painting. The next column is symbol. This is the symbol that you will see on the canvas, so you know where to place the drills. And then we have code, which is the DMC code. The DMC code is a specific number for a specific shade of a colour. For example, we have quite a few brown in here. So we have, in fact we have quite a lot of brown. Say number 5 is DMC 327, number 8 is 355, H is 758, the 3 dots is 782. So a lot of shades of brown. Each number represents a specific shade of brown, and from any company, if they use DMC codes, that will be the same colour. So the normal one that I mentioned is 310. DMC code 310 is black. So if you see DMC 310 in any kit, it will be black, and the same goes for all of the colours. They all have a unique number. So these labels are pre-cut. If I peel one out, you can see pre-cut sticky label, and that means that you don't need to write labels or draw symbols or anything. All you have to do is peel the label off and stick it on the container or the bag that you're going to put that particular colour in. So it saves time. You just peel them off, stick it on. The thing that I would say is it would be a good idea to put sellotape or scotch tape, people call it different things, the clear tape, over the top to hold it down, because sometimes these labels can start to peel off. So putting some scotch tape over the top just helps to keep it flat, and it stops it from peeling off. When you peel the scotch tape off, you can get the label off. So that is the key, or the legend. Most people call it the legend. I've just always called it the key, and that's pretty much it. So put that aside. We'll go back to the box, and then the next thing I want to look at is the toolkit. It looks like the tray has decided to make an appearance out of the bottom. So with the toolkit, there are, I should say, quite a few things in it, and the tray is pretty big. So what I'm going to do is open the bag, and I'm going to put the contents to the side so I can pick them up and talk about them in the order that I want without spilling everything all over the table. So that's the bag, resealable bag. Unfortunately this one had burst, the very first time that has happened, so I don't know how that happened. That is the toolkit bag. So the first thing to talk about is the pen. So if you diamond paint, you probably will be using a little plastic straw. I'll have a look, I've got a few lying around. You can tell I didn't prepare. So you'll probably be using something like this. This one has a squidgy on it. You may not have that, so it'll just be a plastic straw. It'll have the nylon tip with the brass insert. That is what Diamond Art Club used to provide in their kits, but with this new kit they've upgraded the pen. So now you get a pen like this. Branded Diamond Art Club. Looks totally different, and it really is totally different. We have a cap on the tip, so the first thing you have to do is take that off. And then this tip, totally different from the tip that you may be used to. This is actually preloaded with putty, so you don't have to press into pink wax. The putty is already in the pen, and what you do is you twist the pen very slightly to feed putty to the tip. You use the pen, when it stops picking up you do a very small turn, it will feed a little bit more, and that's the way it works. So you just turn the pen slightly to feed the tip, no more dipping into pink wax. You get a multiplacer on the pen, and it's just a push pull fit, so you can pull it out. So if you are new to diamond painting and you have maybe seen one of these, or you've just never heard of them, a multiplacer is used to place more than one drill at a time. You fill the little channel with pink wax, and then you pick up a row of drills from your tray and you place them. So people use them when you have a lot of the same colour in an area. Rather than placing one drill at a time, they place a row of drills at a time, so it can speed things up. So that is the pen. The way it actually works, if I unscrew it, is we have this little plunger, and what happens is once you screw this down, just turn it until it stops there. So you imagine the pen is sitting against here. When you turn it, it moves this little plunger down, and you only do it a fraction. If you turn it too much, the putty will start to come out of the end of the pen, and it goes like toothpaste, and it just keeps going. So just to show you, if I turn it, now I've screwed that quite a bit. At first you don't think anything's happening, it's very slow, but you can see it's starting to go and go and go. So it is very slow, but it's far too much. You can see that, and it's still going. So don't be tempted to turn it like a whole turn or anything, just a tiny fraction, and then try and pick up drills. That is actually still going. So you just turn it a fraction, try and pick up again. If it doesn't, turn it a fraction. If it does, you're okay. So you just continue till it stops, and then a fraction. If you turn it too much, this is what's going to happen. You're going to get all of this putty comes out. You have to try and clean it off the tip of the pen. It takes a bit of practice to get it right, but you will get used to just how little to turn it. So the cap is there to protect the tip, because this is a plastic tip. It doesn't have the metal tip on it. So when you're not using it, it's a good idea to push the cap on, just to protect it in case you drop it or it can get damaged. So put the cap on when you're not using it. So that is the pen. And then we have the tray. So this is a big tray. If we compare it to the sort of trays that you normally get, I'll just find one. So a lot of the times you might have a tray like this, a little green tray. Oops. You can see how much bigger the Diamond Art Club tray is. It is massive compared to this. The other thing is these trays have angled sides, so they flip over very easily if you accidentally bump them. The Diamond Art Club trays don't. They have straight edges, so when you sit them down, they don't flip over. The other thing that you may have noticed is it has a cover. So we'll take that off. So you can see those things inside here as well. It also has a stopper, a really solid stopper. So we'll take these bits and pieces out, talk about them in a second. Some people will recognise that. So this is the tray, a really good sized tray, good weight to it, it's not a flimsy little thing. So the stopper just drops in, really easy to use. And the idea of that is when you've poured your drills in the tray and you're shaking your tray, if you accidentally tilt the tray down, the drills don't fall out. The other thing is if you're diamond painting, you have your drills in here, you move to a new section, you might accidentally tilt it, drills fall out. Won't happen with this plug. The lid fits in a recess, so it doesn't just sit on top, it slides in and it clicks closed. So if you've got your drills in here, you've finished diamond painting for the night, you leave your tray and one of your kids comes along and picks it up and says, "What's this?" and shakes it and tips it upside down. It won't fall off, the drills won't fall out, they'll stay inside here. If you happen to have furry pets like cats or dogs, if you leave the tray out all night like this, you won't wake up in the morning and find dog and cat hairs in beside your drills in the morning. So it keeps everything nice and clean. It's a solid lid. I mean, it's not a thin little lid. Very, very well made. Very big improvement on the trays that you get from any other company. The other things that were inside, I'll mention this first, is the pink wax. Diamond Art Club have always done heart-shaped pink wax. Most companies do a square or a rectangle, but Diamond Art Club have always done the hearts. This is here because, as I mentioned, we have the multiplacer, so you can use the pink wax with the multiplacer. The multiplacer doesn't have putty in it, there's no way to feed putty to the multiplacer, so you use pink wax. So if you're using a multiplacer and you have a large area, we have an even larger multiplacer, so you can cover a larger area quicker if you want. The little bag that was in there is extra putty. I still have to think about that because I'm so used to saying wax. So it is extra putty to put in the pen. I do have a few videos about the pen, going into more detail about how to use them, how to refill them, even how to switch it from putty to pink wax if you want to use that. I will put all the links in the description and you can have a look through them to see if there's anything that you may want to know. So a few different videos about the pen. The other thing that's pretty new, I wasn't getting this at first, they also supply a standard diamond painting pen tip. And you might think, well, what's the point of that when you've got the plastic tip that is already preloaded? Some people may prefer to use what they're used to. So what you can do is you can just take your multiplacer out and you can put your single placer in. And then you have a normal diamond painting pen where you have to take the pink wax and place one drill at a time. A lot of people, in fact everybody, is used to doing this method, except they're used to doing it with a straw. Now you have a proper pen. It is definitely more ergonomic. It has a waist, so it's got varying thicknesses, a lot thicker than the pen, so a lot easier to hold, a lot more comfortable. So I think it was a good idea to add this, because a lot of people do prefer to use the pink wax as they have always done. It's just a habit that they are into, and trying to get this right takes a bit of adjustment. So a lot of people I think will just say, I prefer the normal tip. But now you have a much better pen, and this all comes as standard. It's not anything extra. This is the new toolkit. So quite a bit different. As I said, the putty refill, I do have a video talking about that and how you refill the pen. This amount of putty will last a long time. It will refill that tip numerous times. So the other thing that we have that they haven't got rid of is the good old baggies, resealable bags. I always count them, always have. I do it with all companies. Just curiosity to see how many bags we get. So I always count the bag that they're in, because it's exactly the same as these. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16 resealable baggies, and these can be used to store the drills that are left when you've finished diamond painting. You will have, or you should have, extras of every colour. So what you can do is label up the bags and write the DMC codes and keep them. If you're working on a kit in the future, we'll just say 310. You're working on 310 and you run short, maybe you're 6 drills short of 310. What you can do is look at the drills that you've got, keep them in numerical order to make it easy to find them, and look for your bag of 310, see if you have one. If you do, use 6 drills out of this bag. It saves you having to contact the company and say, I'm missing some 310, and then have to wait on them getting posted out to you. It means you can just finish the diamond painting. So that's why the DMC code is important. You don't want to put them in the bags and not label them, and then say it's a brown, for example, that you find you're missing 2 drills, and then you have to look at the bags and go, well, is it this brown, is it that brown? So the DMC code is the way to do it. So that is the new toolkit. A lot of big improvements, and as far as I know, Diamond Art Club are the only company who are supplying a pen like this as standard in their kits. So we'll put this to the side, and then we'll go back to the box again, and we'll pick up the canvas. And underneath the canvas in the new kits, you will find a trading card. Again, this is something that is new, it is very new. So you might find if you get a kit, it doesn't have a trading card. But kits that are produced now do have them. So we'll have a look at the trading card. So when you get the trading card, it will be a trading card of the kit that you have. So this one is Wild Spirit, so you can see it's got the graphic of Wild Spirit. Very shiny card. So if I turn it over, you can see on the back it has an area to scratch, so it's like a scratch card. Underneath that there will be a code. Now they have 3 different colours of card, and that is designated by the colour of the diamond here, but it can be difficult to read. The graphics are different on the different types of card, but the main one is the back. The back of the cards are very different depending which level of card you've got. I have done a video specifically on trading cards showing you the different types you get and the easy way to tell the difference. Because sometimes when you look at them like this, it can be difficult to tell what colour that is. The design on the back is really the way to tell. So this is a bronze. I can tell that because it's very basic thick lined graphics. So it's a bronze trading card. But as I said, I've got a video that goes into a lot of detail about the trading card, the scratch off code, what the codes are used for. So rather than talking about it in this video, I'll put a link to the trading cards and you can have a look. So something totally new, collectible. So you got all these nice little cards that you can collect of the different diamond paintings that you have. So that's a trading card. Again, something totally new. As far as I know, no company is doing anything like that. So we'll go back again. This time we'll just look at the canvas. So the canvas comes sealed in a bag. Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle. The bag has a glue strip, so if I can get a hold of it. Just peel this back. Just take it nice and slow so we don't rip any holes in the bag. And then we can slide the canvas out. Now, if you have never tried a Diamond Art Club kit and you have done other diamond painting kits, the first thing you're going to notice is how the canvas feels. It is very soft, very velvety. It feels very different from any other canvas. It is a patented canvas, so very, very high quality. It's got the scalloped edges, it's stitched as well to stop it from fraying. But as soon as you touch it, you will realise it is something very different. So before we actually look at the picture, we'll look at what's inside the canvas. So we have the drills. I'll put the canvas to the side. So Diamond Art Club drills come with a label on them, so you can see the name of the kit. So Wild Spirit, so we know we've got the correct drills. The bag is pretty standard. It has a glue strip along the side. The hardest part is finding it. So it's here. So these bags don't open at the end. They open along the way. Always the noisiest part of the video, so I'll try and get this done as quickly as I can. Put that to the side, and then we can look at the actual drills. Now, Diamond Art Club actually manufacture their own drills. They are made from high quality resin that they buy in from Germany. So they don't buy the drills, they buy the resin and they actually make their own drills. Diamond Art Club drills are very, very vibrant in colour. They are extremely shiny. So we'll have a look through them. We'll go through the DMC codes because I know some people like to know the DMC codes and see the colours. So we'll start with 3857, and then we've got the good old 310 black, and then 3834, 3860. So you'll notice they aren't in sequence and they don't have a number like colour number 1, colour number 2. They don't have that. All they have is the DMC code. The bags are done by weight, so that's why they don't run in order with the DMC code. It doesn't start with the lowest DMC code and go up to the highest. It goes by weight, so the numbers aren't in sequence. So we've got 355, 939, 6030, 6030, 3371, 3371, 930, 3808, 3808, 841, 336, 814, 3799, 926, 3813, 3047. So you can see that the drills are round, not square, and remove them. We'll start the next one. The other thing that you will notice is if you have done other kits with round drills, you may have seen little dimples in the base. Diamond Art Club's drills are totally flat, so all of the base of the drill adheres to the adhesive on the canvas. So 6033, 327, 815, 840, 317, 918, 898, 647, 356, 927, 3033, 502, 844, 414, 3842, 3778, 3815, Z993. Z code drills are what they call fairy dust, so they are different from the standard drills. They actually have a coating on them that has very, very fine glitter in it. So the sparkle from these is different from the standard drills, and it gives a really nice effect. It just makes them sort of stand out that little bit extra. And then we have 720, 500. So we're now down to the smaller bags, you can see. So 758, 3848, 782, 349, 6014, Z3822. So again, another fairy dust with the very fine glitter. It's difficult to see in the bags. It isn't until you actually pour it out in the tray and then you really notice it. I have done a video about fairy dust where you can actually see them. I'll put a link in the description. So if you've never seen fairy dust drills, I'll put a link to that video and you can have a closer look at them. So 3041, 304, 518, 3849, and then we have AB 334. No, AB 3348. AB drills, Aurora Borealis, otherwise known as the Northern Lights, where the sky changes colours. The AB drills have a special coating on them that reflects different colours. So these are, I would say a greenish, but when I tilt them in the light, I can see purple, red, green, yellow and blue. So when these are on the diamond painting on the wall and you walk past, you will get these different colours just flash. Very, very nice effect. Normally used quite sparingly, so it's just these random flashes of colour as you walk past. It definitely catches attention. So that is AB drills. 961, 976, Z3766. So more fairy dust. As I said, I don't think you can really pick them up on the camera. They definitely look better, or you can see them better when they're in the tray. And then we have Z727, another fairy dust. So a lot of fairy dust on this one. 161, 3689, 422, 721 and 3865. So that is all of the drills. You can see some nice colours in there. Just a quick skim through, but a lot of nice colours. I really like these blues, this sort of colour. But yeah, a lot of colour. So I have some darker colours which actually help to accent the bright colours. When you've got a sort of darker background and then you get the bright colours, it really makes them stand out. So put the drills to the side. And finally, the part that a lot of people will jump straight to is the actual canvas. So this is our chance to have a better look at the canvas. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to do this because it is pretty big. So the first thing I have to do is, because it has a clear cover, it reflects light a lot. So I have to switch some lights off. It helps if I press the right button. No, pressed it twice. Okay, so that's one light off. We'll put the next one off, and hopefully the reflection won't be too bad. So we'll start this one, I think, looking along the top. So just going to slowly unroll it and give you an idea. So you can see all those blues and reds and come along. And we've got all these colours in the headdress there. We've got feathers hanging down. And as we come along, we've got the woman's face and the horse. So scroll along, and then we've got the key on the opposite side as well. And if I move it up, then we can do the same thing again, just so you can get an idea of the whole thing. So there we've got, again, Wild Spirit and the size, a little thumbnail there. And just slowly come along. Really, really nice picture. I really like the way these colours are just splashed in on it as well. It's quite an unusual effect. I'm sure there'll be fairy dust and ABs scattered through here, so we'll get all these extra sparkles and twinkles as well. But really nice colour combination, really like it. Very nice. So the thing I mentioned, I was going to put a chapter called The Artist, and the reason that I want to do that is because I actually contacted Catriona and I asked her if she could tell me what the inspiration was behind this artwork, and thankfully she replied to me. So she said, my daughter is 3 years old and has autism, so almost all of my work is dedicated to her, as she is my biggest inspiration. That being said, I had just watched the cartoon movie Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron with her, and it gave me an idea for an art piece. That's where this was born. So the idea of this artwork came from that cartoon movie that Catriona was watching with her daughter. I also asked her if she has always been an artist, or did she have to take the jump from a real job to become a professional artist. The real job thing is also commonly said for musicians as well. It's a sort of in-joke. So I asked her that. She totally understood what I meant. And she said, I've always been interested in art. I kind of bounced around in my teen years. I wanted to do Hollywood movie monster makeup. So I went to an academy for that, and then I transitioned to digital art. So I was always in the creative realm. Now I am also currently in school getting my MA towards child psychology, as I want to be a child psychologist for kids like my daughter. However, art will always be my biggest passion for sure. So I thought it was really nice of Catriona to take the time to reply and explain just where this idea came from. And I think it's important to remember when we're looking at all these really nice pieces of artwork, when we're doing the diamond paintings, there is actually a real person behind it. Someone with a family, kids, and real life struggles that we all have. It's just to remember that there is actually a person behind it. Diamond Art Club always produce licensed artwork. So they work with the artists and they make sure that they get something back from the time and effort it took them to actually create a piece of artwork. So when you buy a Diamond Art Club, you are acknowledging that person and helping them to live, basically. And I think that is very important. It can be too easy just to look at artwork somewhere and say, that's really nice, yeah, I like that. But the actual artist may not even know that that company has taken their artwork and is producing diamond paintings. So for me, licensed artwork is very important. So that was why I was asking if people could look at this section, because I think it is a very important thing. The other thing is, if people are getting recognition, they may produce more artwork. It may encourage them to produce more artwork that can be converted into diamond paintings, and that can only be a good thing. So that is it. Wild Spirit from Diamond Art Club. So that was Wild Spirit from Diamond Art Club. Very, very nice image. Really like the style of this one. And when I contacted Catriona, I really wasn't sure if I was going to get a reply. As I said, thankfully she did, and she was very nice to reply. So I really appreciate it. It was nice to hear the story as well, about how this artwork came to be. And as I said, I think it's important to remember there is actually someone who works on these and creates them from their imagination. And it's a special talent, I think. So licensed artwork is important. It helps these artists to pay the bills, like we'll have to do. So really, really nice image. The thing we have to remember is the colours that we're looking at on the print are nowhere near as bright and sparkly as they are when the drills are down. The difference between the canvas and the finished piece is huge. So you saw the colours, so it gives you an idea of what they're going to look like. I think it is going to be a very bright, very bold diamond painting that will catch a lot of attention. So yeah, very, very nice. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video and you want to see more unboxings, unbaggings, diamond painting, accessories, anything to do with diamond painting, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification button. If you do that, you may catch me live on YouTube Live. I do random lives. I have to say they are very random because I just try to fit them in when I can. You can drop in, you can see what I'm working on, you can ask questions if you're new to diamond painting. If you're a seasoned diamond painter, please say hi as well. I'm always interested in meeting other diamond painters from around the world, finding out what they're working on, what their favourite kit has been so far, and learning a bit about where they are in the world. I am originally from Scotland and I now live in Copenhagen, the capital city of Denmark, and I'm just curious where people are, learning a little bit about their area, their country. It's just something that I enjoy hearing about. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and in the meantime, take care, be safe, and wash your hands.